What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Here we are back in the Mclaren in Brazil at a track just over 2.5 miles, giving you a spicy lap, a track guide, and then checking what's under the hood. So, let's go. Alright, let's get ready for a beautiful run at this amazing track in Brazil. You are going to be launching down this straight. See that safety car sign right there in the top right hand corner? As soon as you see that, kind of get really heavy on the brakes, pop it down into third, maybe second gear, slide out to the right, and as you come to the curb, third gear, line yourself back up with a racing line and start flying down the beautiful scenery. I like to call this the scenic route, but you should be in 7th, hitting 8th gear as you're coming up to that yellow curb on the right. And here we are back down the main straight, getting ready for the first turn, which honestly, these signs are kind of a little misleading. Where you really want to stop is right here at the F in the top right hand corner, kind of midsection. Pay your respects, drop it down into the third gear and kind of coast your way. The turn is going to be a sweeping left-hand turn, and right there as the wall on the left starts kind of going into that green-yellow striped curb, that's when you want to start making your turn in, drop it into second, maybe a light tap on the brake if you have to get some stability in the front there, but then start sweeping your way through here, kind of a loose chicane you could say. It's S's. But get over here to the left, third, fourth, 5th gear, you will be riding those RPMs. Kind of glide your way over here to 6th gear into the first DRS zone. Now, this track is a lot of twist, turn, long embankments, so just make sure you have some clean into and clean exits, because you can easily lose your rear end in these turns, especially if this one coming up. It's a little tricky, I think so. You'll be in 7th gear flying down. I normally go around the 70 meter mark, 50 if you're really pushing it, but it's easy to lock up here. Do not lock up. Kind of trail brake into this, and that's where you're butterflying the brakes, but go into 3rd gear, hug this curb, let off a tiny bit on the gas, and then you'll be right here into 4th gear. Keep it in 3rd if you have to get that grip and traction, because you will be swinging into this pretty fast. Get into 6th gear and start going diagonally to the left. Now, you can keep it in 6th or you can pop it into 7th. Sometimes I like riding the RPMs into 6th gear, so that way when I get to this 50 meter mark, because this is not a turn that needs braking, you will just let off and a quick downshift into 5th gear, or 2 downshifts. This is a double apex, so that first one, hug tight, swing out wide, and then come back in to hug the exit here, because if you do not, you will be in that wall You will easily hit track limits here if you are not handling the throttle and handling the control, because this is a fun track, but it's a lot of twist and sliding. But here we are. This is a weird, as you come up right where that grass ended or started on that curb back there, drop it into third. As you come and meet the apex, get into second, you'll come right over to the left side of the curb, swing back out, and here we are with this long sweeping left-hand embankment. Drop it into third. Now real carefully, I have lost it nearly every time on this, but you want to have your tires straight. You want to be popping into fourth gear when your tires are straight. RPMs are as high as you can get them, because if you don't and you kind of switch gears at the last second, you will be going into that wall. You'll rev, get the speed past here, drop it quick into second because this is a weird hairpin. Just trust me, second or first gear even. You may have to go hard on the brakes, but take that turn, get over here to the right with the F1 sign, and that's going to let you know, hey, apex coming up. Let's get into fourth, kick it into fifth, and here we are. You don't want to hug it too tight because you want to be able to stay to this right hand side to take this left-hander, which is pretty sharp. I think so. And here we are. We have just now successfully almost completed a lap here in Brazil. This is a track with long sweeping embankments, light braking, very minimal input because you don't want to be slipping and sliding and losing the rear end. But let's do a donut to celebrate what we've just accomplished and what we've just learned, and let's get ready to check what's under the hood. Here we are checking what's under the hood. 1815, like I said, a little loose in the rear end to help with those sweeping turns, to help get you through the corners. So you want a stable front end. 60-50 differential. You want it unlocked so that way they are turning at different speeds to help get the grip and traction through the turns. This is the same just about at every track. So let's move past this onto suspension. You want a little more firm. At some spots, especially the anti-roll bar, like I said, long embankments, you will have tire wear. You will lose your rear end a little bit, but like I said, throttle control will help with this setup. Play with it, have fun. I always do 53 because I don't trust the 50, but 153 for brake bias, brake pressure, tire pressure all the way up for time trials, and then turn those suckers down for the race. Alright, so that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. It's always a great time sharing these with you guys, so please like and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know if there's anything I can improve on, and hey, we'll see you next time.
I'm a high-performance athlete. Athletes sweat. Sweat, baby. Sweat, sweat.